So almost here, folks. Yeah, I'm a little early to the stream. What I mean is, originally I was gonna try to stream at 10 on the dot, but then I thought, nah, I'm not. Should go ahead and do it so it's out of the way. And yeah, also I did adjust my chair height a little bit. And tomorrow I'm probably gonna be getting a office mat, which is nice. But office mats are not the subject of tonight's stream. And I will be playing games in the background, but it's more of a thing to keep people entertained. But the subject of this stream is quite obvious. It is for the Summer Game Fest kickoff live stream coming up tomorrow at, for me it's 1 p.m. because I live in the Central Standard Time Zone, Texan. Also, pardon that door right there, it's a dresser. Anyway, I'll close that so it doesn't look like right next to a wall. Okay. Alright. Ow! Ow! Okay, that's two things I did. I hit my foot on my chair, and I then bumped my leg onto the thing. But it's fine. You might also notice the stuff on my bed. It's because I wanted to do a little bit of spring cleaning because I set up my Switch. Because I got a little something. I've said it once before with the Speed Racer movie on Twitter, and I'll say it again here on stream. Under fucking rated. I like this game. It's cool. Props to Nintendo. Because, I've heard some people say, oh, it's okay. I've heard some people say it's good. Honestly, from my experience with the game so far, the Origami King is actually really good. Please note, this is actually my second Paper Mario game. I just got it today. I also got a PSN card for whenever I get Ratchet and Clank. Speaking of which, I came up with this theory about when I will get the game. Okay, so this is gonna sound like a fairly confusing theory before we actually get on to the subject at hand. Basically, I was thinking the game hasn't shipped yet because they'll start the shipment tomorrow. And eventually it's going to become, out for delivery, possibly on Friday. And then I'll get it either Friday or Saturday. Because, the thing is, and I'll even pull it up right now. So, I'm not crazy. Amazon facilities in Texas. How many? Oh, it's called a fulfillment center. Kind of a weird name. So there's 10 of them. The DFW area, which is where I live, roughly 2/3 of the... Oh. Yeah. Because what I'm thinking is, my game is already in Texas. Like, it is at a facility, but they haven't shipped it yet. And, yeah. Because, again, this is gonna sound not crazy, more kind of obvious, but what I'm thinking is the reason why it's stuck at just before it gets shipped is because they're waiting until, like, basically the day before it releases. Because then they'll ship it, and then eventually it'll become out for delivery, and then it'll arrive. But Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart is why I got the PSN card, $25. Is because from what I read, I'll even show it. Yeah, release date. Trying to find the I guess I could see it here because I do know the release date, but I was trying to show this off in a blog post. But what was really cool, also, yeah, reviews came out yesterday, and I have to say, from what I've heard, this is literally, bar none, the literal definition of a next-gen game. It looks incredible, it plays incredibly well, it has an amazing story. Yeah. Also, I don't mind this. But, seriously, like, this is, like, the lowest I've seen. But then I've seen, not watched, but I've seen these videos on YouTube that have been posted. People saying, oh, the game is ruining gaming, blah, blah, blah. Don't buy it, it sucks, blah, blah, blah. Don't listen to them, they're clickbaity scumbags. Because, like, either they're Xbots, which are people who are, like, religiously into Xbox, which, let's be honest here, the Xbox Series X and the Series S are good consoles in their own merits, but they are not comparable in terms of overall, like, value. And I don't mean, like, value like price, because the PS5 standard model, which is the one I have, and the Series X, those are comparable in price because they're literally the same price. The digital edition of the PS5 and the Series S are different in price because, quite literally, the PS5 digital edition is the same console as its bigger brother, but just missing out on the optical disc drive. But other than that, they're literally identical in performance because they're literally the same system, only one lacks a disk drive. The Series S is the weaker of the two systems that came out from Xbox, so as such, it's not nearly as powerful. As in, it only has like a third of how much power the Series X has. But that's the whole point. Xbox believes in, oh, we want to have like the most powerful console to have an amazing experience. The key to having a good console is a mixture of power as well as neat features, and I know both consoles have ray tracing as a given. But what PS5 has that the new Xbox doesn't, DualSense. The DualSense is literally like the ultimate next gen controller. But not only that, but at least compared to Xbox, they actually have exclusives and good exclusives. So, yeah. But we're not here to talk about console wars, because console wars ended whenever the sixth generation of consoles began. You know, whenever the Dreamcast came out. It didn't deserve the fate it had. But what I was gonna say is, according to this blog post from Sony about Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, oh, that looks cool. Trying to see. I know I saw it in a blog post. I'm not crazy. It's not coming to PS4. The PS4 wouldn't even be able to do the stuff that Rift Apart does. Because, like, if you were to put it on the PS4, then anytime you go into a Rift, it would just be like a loading screen that takes a minute or so. No, on PS5, it's like instantaneous. Or near instant, but. Here it is. Alright. Trying to see. That's not it. I have to say, Ratchet looks adorable in this game. Because, like, here's the thing. When I was growing up, I was sort of into Nintendo and I didn't really know much about Sony. But as the years went by, I grew more into Sony and now I'm like pretty much a Sony pony. You know, somebody who absolutely loves Sony. But I am also a big fan of Nintendo. At least whenever they do things right. That's it. What the heck? I just now noticed that there was this little thing right here. It's from my mic. Okay, 1 second. There we go. It's because of the fact that I have my mic sort of tucked in. Or not tucked in, but let me show. So, my mic right here, which by the way, it's... If you could see that orange box, that's what it is. Also that green and black box, this is the webcam, the Kio. But, yeah, this is my microphone. It's not, you know, outrageously good, but it's admirably well for what it is. You know, a $25 microphone. But I have it tucked in a way where it's like, it's still on here, and now I have it angled up to where it's aiming towards my face a little bit. But, yeah, on the very bottom, at least on this little part right here, there's these two little rubber nub things, and one of them fell off, and I didn't realize till I looked down, and one of them was like right here somewhere. And anyway, speaking of Ratchet and Clank, undoubtedly they're gonna talk about this, you know, having a launch trailer to celebrate the games coming out this Friday. Hard to believe that it's literally coming out on the 1 year anniversary that it was announced, along with the PS5's reveal. Anyway, I like how they say lone wolf. Like, lone wolf in this case just means, you know, somebody who goes it alone. But I find it funny how they say lone wolf. She ain't a wolf, she's a Lombax. She does have a fluffy tail like a wolf, though, but... I mean, I don't know. Also, I noticed that Ratchet and Rivet have different nose shapes. But, eh. But, I'm trying to see. That's not it. I already pre-ordered it. What I was gonna say is that I remember on the blog post about this game that they had mentioned that if people didn't get the deluxe edition, they could still pay an extra $10 even if they have the physical edition of the game, which you can only get the physical edition as like the normal version. There is no, deluxe physical edition. I don't know why they've done that, but I'm okay with it. But what I was gonna say is what they had mentioned in this blog post is that you could pay an extra $10 to unlock the digital deluxe edition content. So basically, you're just paying an extra $10 to upgrade from your standard edition to this, which is really cool. Also, from some gameplay that I've seen, you can actually color the armor, which is really, really cool. Okay, so something to point out. This is this is gonna sound a little confusing, but the armor in this game has a lot of customization. It's not like, oh, you just pick a whole outfit. No, you could pick the helmet, the chest, and then the legs and boots, just as one thing. So it's 3 pieces of armor. But yeah, I think that's harkening back to Ratchet and Clank Size Matters. Har har, sex joke number 9000. But I was gonna say, in that game, you could mix and match whatever armor pieces you have on. In that game, whenever you had a full set of armor that was related to each other, like the wildfire armor that you would get, it would light your wrench on fire, and it would allow you to like smack enemies and cause extra incendiary damage. I think in this game, it would give you slight stat bonuses, like extra raritanium and extra bolts and stuff, but not like additional effects like, oh, your wrench will electrify enemies! Hooyah! But what I'm trying to say is this game is harkening back to Size Matters by letting you mix and match whatever pieces of armor you have on, which is really cool. But they've gone ahead and let you decide, oh, maybe I should, not should, but if you want to, you could customize each armor piece with a different color, so you could have like unique color combinations. Hell, if they have the armor pieces that look sort of like it, you could literally make Ratchet or Rivet look like Doom Guy. Only it's not Doom Guy, it's Doom Lombax. Ratchet Eternal! But obviously we probably will see this game tomorrow. It's yeah. Oh, wait. Hold on. Don't be like this, please. Um... Ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha. I think it was another thing. No. Okay, I was trying to see. Okay. I know I'm not crazy. I remember seeing the, Oh, here it is, here it is, here it is. This is what I was trying to see. By the way, what's really funny is this literally came out 3 days before I turned 24. Yeah. It's almost here, man. Only for me, I'm probably gonna have to wait till sometime this weekend to get it. That's okay. But seriously, and something else that's really good is that, employees at Insomniac have confirmed that there was literally no crunch at all for this game. Ever. I only saw one person saying that they crunched a tiny little bit, but that was on their own accord, not because of their boss. They just wanted to make sure that they could get as much work into the game as possible to make sure that it was as polished and well done as possible. And it worked out in the end, because the game has gotten so much critical acclaim, it's not even funny. Yeah, here's the box art, which looks incredible. Oh, here it is. And for those of you who like physical discs, no fears, there's an upgrade option for owners of the Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart Standard Edition to allow you to purchase the content included in the Digital Deluxe at an additional cost of $10. Which is awesome. It says here, for both physical and digital versions of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, there will be an in-game menu prompt guiding players to make the upgrade through PlayStation Store. That is exactly why I got the $25 card. I know it's going to leave me with some money left over, but it was either that or, $10, but I'm going to get the 25 just to have a little bit of extra spending money. Anyway, yeah, so I'm getting the launch edition, by the way, which is good. It's my copy. Man, I am, without a doubt, extremely excited about this game. And now to go on to more of a wish and a prediction, but I thought it would be worth pointing out. So I've mentioned this a lot recently, and like I've said, there's plenty of evidence that supports the fact that it could very well be coming back. And not only that, but one of the things of evidence is that this is technically classified as a live service game. A live service game, in definition, is a game that is designed to entice players to keep playing, either with microtransactions or any other ways to keep them playing. For example, we have GTA Online with their constant free updates that we get. albeit they promote the sales of shark cards to make sure that players will have extra spending money. I don't get shark cards, like, pretty much ever. It's extremely rare that I ever get one. But in the off chance that I do get one, it's not one of those expensive ones. It's usually like either the $10 or the $20 one, but that's it. But I almost never get them. But another thing is just microtransactions in general. Case in point, PlayStation Home. And as I've said, plenty of evidence, and one such bit of evidence is right here on EUIPO. Yet again, we're going here. I just wanted to see if there's anything new on the Soho Engine trademark. Because it is ready to be fully registered, so... I mean, pretty sure, because 2 days ago was the end of the opposition period. But, yeah. But to add on to this, we need to see how our friends over at London Studio are doing. Which, by the way, so I have a bit of an interesting story. I have been so excited about this event that's happening tomorrow that I literally could not fucking sleep last night. At all. Like, I tried to, and it worked out for a little while. And then all of a sudden, my body's just like, hey! Wake up! And I just couldn't go back to sleep. But, I turned on my phone when it was like 5 a.m., I think. And I saw a post from a London studio here. And, as it turns out, they had actually congratulated Insomniac Games for their reviews that they've gotten, and saying that what they've made is a very well done game. Talking about Ratchet and Clank, by the way. But it makes me wonder, what's going on? Not much. No new job listings. But it's important to note that animation programmer related to the next title. Technical artist. Next gen IP. Is brand new also. Brand new next gen IP. Now, something to note here is that I've talked about PlayStation Home and how it's coming back. Most likely. For one, Sony has stated in a financial thing that happened fairly recently that they are investing more into social stuff. You know, like related to PSN. That kind of goes in tandem with Tara Saunders' statement about their next project having huge potential. How exactly? Well, something to keep in mind is that to say that something has huge potential would imply that A, it has a large presence of online, or it is a persistent online experience. I don't know why I put out my middle finger there. You know, trying to do two. That's one. Two is that these are literally the same exact people that made PlayStation Home. And third of all, there are no job listings related to environment, you know, like level design or cinematics. I did hear about a job listing that someone had for narrative. Or actually, no. That was already taken by somebody. But it was someone who was already on the team. But that could very well be for another project. But, let's see. Game AI. Now, game AI, it just means, you know, artificial intelligence. all that. It says here, a network-focused title. Also, I'm going to turn on my fan real quick because it's starting to boil in here. Alright. Anyway. What is a network-focused game? Yeah, exactly. A network-focused game. Yeah. I think we know where this is going. Now, this does mention, I mean, it mentions, like social network, but what they mean is like a network focused title, meaning it's focused on PSN, like the actual PlayStation Network itself. Like PlayStation Home was. Only the thing is, Home technically never came out. It was in a beta from the day it launched to the day it closed. So, the thing about new IP is that as long as this IP is not a sequel or a spin off to another property, then it's considered a brand new IP. Because of that, and because of the fact that PlayStation Home never actually, released, I think we can infer what's going on. And just so we're clear, that's not it. This is one of the things. Here it is. Yeah, so no mention of VR, right? I mean, as in, like, they aren't mentioning VR in terms of the next project. They do mention it in terms of the innovation they've done, but there's something missing. They don't mention PlayStation Home anywhere. Not on the games, not on About Us. And I've made this theory that the reason why they don't mention it is because of the fact that if they were to have Home listed as one of the things that they worked on the website, and people look at the job listings, then they'll know straight away. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to surprise people who wouldn't want to, look into stuff like me and plenty of other people out there who are theorizing and finding new bits of evidence every single day. Yeah. I had to adjust my monitor a little bit. It was a little crooked. Yeah. There's 3D character artist. Now, it just says projects in plural. This just means that, it's for something else. Like, it's for other things. But, yeah, like, this could be for another game entirely. So what we want to look at is animation programmer, technical artist, VFX artist, multiplayer gameplay designer, lead online programmer. The graphics programmer, that is not related to their next game, it's just related to the Soho engine. Game AI, however, is focused on the next game, I think, because of this. And the thing is, the animation programmer, I didn't see anything listed on there related to motion capture or, facial animations, for when someone talks. Even though in PlayStation Home, whenever you actually did type out a message in chat, your character would make these gestures and move their mouth sort of like they're talking, although it's not like matching the exact words. So, like, say for example, you say, I'm going to go to Pier Park. Your character wouldn't, lip sync with it saying, I'm going to Pier Park. No, they just move their mouth like that. But in addition, yeah. Now, they keep mentioning AAA. What they mean by that is, like, in terms of budget and in terms of overall quality. So it's not like, oh, you have to buy it. But, that's one of my wish list things is, again, this is just theoretical. I'm not saying this is outright confirmed, but it might as well be with all the evidence that I've seen. But I was gonna say also, hello. Like, a network focused title is, one such, big hint. Also, there was a job listing around here for physics programmer, but I believe that was taken up. But the thing is, the physics programmer, now that's interesting. Because in PlayStation Home, you could actually customize your own personal space, which were also called apartments. And what you could do in that is you could set up furniture, and they actually had physics, where if you had like a couch and you were customizing your apartment and you had it floating up in the air, like when you were moving it around, you could drop it and then it would sort of like realistically plop down like boom, boom. It wouldn't break or anything, it would just be like, it would fall down. Now there is also destruction physics, but that could be for something else. But the important thing to note is that these job listings. Now the pipeline thing is just related to, like, yeah, it's for like the development pipeline. Graphics programmer, obviously, I already mentioned that, is related to their proprietary Soho engine. Game AI could very well be for PlayStation Home if they are actually bringing it back, which I know they are. And something tells me we're probably going to see that tomorrow. Because Jeff Keighley, I think I've mentioned this, but in an interview he had mentioned that there would be quite a lot of live service games. And again, just to reiterate what a live service game is. What is a live service game? It is a service that a company creates. And it's disguised as a game, basically. PlayStation Home was one such example. As in, it was literally an online service. You didn't have to pay for it. You could buy stuff on there. Didn't need Plus though. It was completely free as well. It was already on the PS3 whenever it came out. But you did need a PSN account. In fact, PlayStation Home is what led me to making my PSN account. So if it wasn't for PlayStation Home, I wouldn't even be on PlayStation Network. Because I wouldn't think it would be that interesting. But yeah. But it's a game with the sole purpose of keeping people playing for as long as possible. Basically in hopes that those people would pay for stuff if necessary. Or just, keeping the player count alive and well. And obviously, here's something else to keep in mind. Think about just how many long-term PlayStation fans would love to play PlayStation Home again. Especially if they have some kind of thing where returning players like me, I'm not saying I played Home since it first came out. I first started playing Home on in 2012 around Christmas is what I'm trying to say. But yeah. Like, Fortnite's an example, games like this, where they are a service, but they are also a game. But it's more of a platform. But, yeah, anyway, so, what else do I want to see at Summer Game Fest? Not really sure. I know Sega's attending, but they could be doing their own thing. Oh, wait, no. They have like a Sonic Symphony thing they're going to be doing. Only the actual full Sonic Symphony won't be until, Sonic's actual birthday, which is like 14 days away, I think. Yeah. Ugh. Anyway, just to reiterate, by the way, I know I keep talking about PlayStation Home, but also, get your fucking K-pop away from our American fast food that fattens us. I will admit, though, the fact that there was a chicken nugget that looked like a crewmate. And it auctioned off for nearly 100,000. God, I'm tired. This is what I get for not sleeping well last night. I didn't even stay up late last night either. I went to bed at a respectable time. It's just, again, it's probably because I was so excited about, tomorrow, that my brain's just like, hey, wake up! Also, yeah, who would have seen this one coming? Um, the latest I've heard is that Jeff said that there'd be 30 plus games, I think. Um, he also does mention that live service games will be there, which is nice. Um, trying to find it. Oh, yeah, here it is. But he also mentioned there's like world premieres and like a whole bunch of things. So yeah, I guess a third thing that I'd like to see. I'm gonna click away from this. In that, how about we actually go to the Summer Game Fest? You know, the actual website. This is giving me such a 90s vibe, dude. Ah, yes, 13. That's basically half a day away. So, like, 13 hours from now, we'll be doing this. I'll be starting my stream probably at 12, so an hour in advance. So that way, for one thing, if I have to do anything, like, if I have to do something in the background, like having to do something in the house or something, then I can do that. Or, you know, something like that. Um, yeah, it says here, Summer Game Fest partners. And, let's see, 2K, Activision, Amazon Games, Annapurna, Blizzard. I wish not to speak further of them. Capcom, otherwise known as. When are we gonna hear about Mega Man? Seriously, like, we haven't heard anything about Mega Man in a few years. I'm not like the biggest Mega Man fan, but I do like it. Devolver Digital .emu. I got the name right. EA microtransaction everything. Epic Games. Relax, this has nothing to do with Unreal Tournament. It's probably got something to do with Unreal Engine 5 though, because they did say that that engine was going to be in use this year, I think. Finji, Frontier, Gearbox, which I believe is having their own E3 as well, but they're also going to be partners on this. Hi-Rez, Innersloth, because they have stuff from Among Us, which I have. I'm not saying I hate the game. I never have said that I hate the game. It's just, at first I didn't really understand the hype. And please note, I have played it, I just haven't played it with other people. I've just played it by myself just to explore stuff and practice to see what it's like. But that said, I don't hate the game. I think it's pretty cool. It's just, at first I really didn't like the memes because they were like so annoying. But now I'm just like, whatever. I still don't like the baby memes. Seriously, it's so annoying. Koch Media, Mediasonic, MiHoYo, Bandai Namco, formerly just known as Namco, but you know, yeah. Please note, these were actually the same people that were formerly in charge of making Metroid Prime, but you know how that turned out. Netflix, Psyonix, Raw Fury, never heard of them. Riot Games. I could have sworn there was something that went on with them. I can't quite put my finger on it. Wasn't it something about allegations and stuff? Saber Interactive, that's where Tim Willits works now. Sega. Probably just the Sonic Symphony thing. Nothing else. Maybe. I do know they're also going to be at E3, but they're just going to be part of the PC Gaming Showcase. PlayStation! You know I'm happy about this. Why else would they be skipping E3? I know they might have, like, something planned this summer, but okay. I'm pretty damn sure they would have announced something ahead of time, because I did hear something about, oh, there's a July 8th event, but it was like a rumor from, I think, 4chan or something. So, take it with a grain of salt. We haven't heard anything from them yet, so we don't know. But I do know that they're probably going to have maybe a few things at SGF 2021. I'll be ready for it. Remember, this show is nearly 2 hours. So it's going to be lasting from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. 3. With a crooked finger. Prime Gaming, you know, that's just perks like GTA Online, some extra stuff. Square Enix, which is probably Final Fantasy 7 Remake. Steam, I think they have their own thing starting up on this. Tencent. I forgot what those guys do. Tribeca. Now that's interesting because from what I've heard, there's actually going to be a showcase about the new Kena game. You know, Kena Bridge of Spirits, which is coming out this August. Which is really cool. Ubisoft. Warner Bros. Games, probably going to be Gotham Knight, I think. Or Gotham Knights. Wizards of the Coast. I think those are the people that made D&D. And of course we got Bethesda box. Yep. I really hope that that doesn't mean that any future Doom games are going to be exclusive to Xbox. Like, it's okay if it's a timed exclusive, but if it just ends up being a flat out, exclusive to that platform, that's going to fucking suck. I mean, it's still going to come out on PC, but what about PlayStation? Yeah, so I guess since Sony is going to be over there at the Summer Game Fest, God of War? Nah. Besides, that game is delayed to next year, so probably don't have anything ready yet. And not Horizon, because we literally just had a Horizon state of play like a week or two ago. I don't know. Also, Activision is just going to be for the, well, I like how this shows, May 18th. Okay. Oh, yeah. Tomorrow is the day. And, my God. I am pumped. I am absolutely pumped. I don't know what they're showing off. There have not been any leaks, which is a good thing. Because you don't want leaks from a thing like this. Because that ruins the magic of seeing something for the first time. Because if there's leaks, then it kind of spoils it. No. You don't want leaks for something as this. Because it says here, Jeff Keighley hosts a spectacular live world premiere showcase. Please note, world premiere, meaning it has not been seen until then. And of course there will be exclusives, because, exclusives are the best. Especially if you're, I keep looking at my webcam screen. Oh, yeah, here it is. Tribeca stuff. Yeah, this is when, Kena Bridge of Spirits is gonna be shown off. Like, the actual gameplay. Because up until now, we've only seen, like, cutscene stuff. But the game looks amazing. By the way, what else is nice is, if someone's planning on doing live coverage, like, I'm gonna be doing live coverage of, Kickoff Live. Which is also, coincidentally enough, the very first episode of my side series for Radical Rewind called Radical Rewind Summer Special. The name is inspired by GTA Online because of the Summer Special update that came out last year. Anyway, performance by Weezer was really good. No. trying to show it off. I'm not co-streaming, by the way. I'm just doing live coverage. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm just talking about Summer Game Fest and my plans for my live coverage tomorrow and stuff like that. Hey, I won't be streaming for much longer because I'm planning on going to sleep in a little while. Not right this second, but just soon. But hey Loki. But anyway, yeah, I think I will actually start to get ready for bed like very soon because I'm really tired right now. I slept a little while last night, but then all of a sudden my body's just like, hey, how about you wake up in the middle of the night and then just not be able to sleep? Oh, you just woke up. Aw. Oh yeah, I forgot you're from China. What time is it where you live? Is it like, it's probably like 7 a.m. or something. Around 7 or 8. I don't know. Oh. Oh, so it's noon for you. Okay. Yeah. What else should I talk about? Oh, right. So I do want to make a little bit of an update about my live coverage plans. I've decided to not do live coverage of E3, and I'm only doing live coverage of the Summer Game Fest. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to watch through E3, like the entirety of it. And in a future stream, I will talk about what I saw, what I thought of everything, what I thought was my favorite thing, all that stuff. Yeah! Because, like, in the past I've done E3, and of course I couldn't do it last year because they canceled it because of COVID. But, not only that, but the last time I did E3 stuff, I ended up getting, like, my live streaming privileges on YouTube disabled. And this was before I did Twitch stuff. But now I do Twitch, and now I'm extremely careful on what I stream and, whatnot. Fortunately, I have not had any problems with Twitch in terms of what I've streamed, which is good. But I'm just saying, like, the last time I did a live coverage of E3, I think it was a Ubisoft thing, like a Ubisoft Forward, and I was doing live coverage of it. And then, like, the next day, I tried to get my things ready for my live coverage of something else. I forgot what it was. But it wouldn't let me do it because my live streaming privileges were revoked temporarily because of a copyright claim thing that ended up disabling my ability to stream. It wasn't a copyright strike, it was a copyright claim. But because of that claim, somehow I was disabled from streaming. It was eventually rectified a little while after, but it ended up making me not get to stream the rest of E3. So because of that, as a precaution, I'm not streaming E3 this year. I'm only doing SGF 2021. I'm not doing E3. which is a good idea. I will take notes, however, like whenever I'm watching them. Yeah, it is. Whenever I'm watching the E3 stuff, I will make notepad documents, writing up what I see, what I can observe, all that stuff. So that way, I'll be able to open that up at a later point in a stream and talk about what I saw, what I thought, and my overall thoughts and opinions on everything that I saw on E3's digital thing. It'll remain that way. I'm not going to do E3 anymore because I don't want to have that kind of thing happening again like it did in 2019. So, yeah. From now on, I will be strictly sticking to either Summer Game Fest or anything related to, like, a company's independent live stream thing. Sort of like Sega's Sonic Central thing that they did, like, 2 weeks ago, I think. Yeah. I didn't do the State of Play for Sony that same day, though, because I just didn't want to have any burnout. And, see, that's another reason why I'm not doing E3, other than the copyright issue thing, is because I don't want to suffer from streaming burnout. Although I have been streaming basically every day, it's not like I'm having burnout right now, because I'm feeling motivated to do it. But E3 in this case, because as you said, Loki, it is pretty long, it would just burn out like so freaking fast. But for Summer Game Fest, it's just going to be one singular kickoff, and there may be some smaller events, but that's by other companies, not by Jeff Keighley himself. Of course, he'll be co-streaming that, but for this event tomorrow, it'll be his event with a whole bunch of cool stuff. But yeah, so, yeah, but when it's not a job, so, yeah, when it is not a job, so easy to burn out doing what you like. Yeah, basically. Because, like, I remember that one week where I did stream basically every single day, and then I decided to take a break. Because, like, my original plan for streaming was streaming basically every other day whenever I could. Now, in some cases, like, more recently, I've done it basically every single night that I felt motivated to do a stream. That's not me saying, oh, I don't like streaming. I love streaming. I love streaming. It's fun. It's really neat getting to show cool games and stuff. But doing it too much, especially if it's just one thing over and over and over, it kind of just burns your brain out. Like, it just turns into fried brain matter and stuff like that. So it is always good to take a break every once in a while. So because of that, after my Summer Game Fest stream, I won't be streaming for the next couple of days to focus on E3 and, other stuff, just to relax for a little while. But I will come back the day after E3 ends, so that way I will be able to, have my brain not burnt out and all that stuff. I'm not saying it's burnt out right now, it's just, yeah. Like I said earlier, I will have notes related to the events that I watch. So keep that in mind, because I don't want it to seem like, oh, I'm just going to watch this stuff and then just forget to talk to people about what I thought. No, I'm going to be responsible. I'm going to remember to open up Notepad I think Notepad, because I'll have Notepad on my second screen, which is where my cursor is at right now, just swirling it around and I'm looking at it. And on this screen right here, I'll be watching the actual thing. But I just won't be streaming it, because, again, I don't want to have any copyright issues like 2 years ago. But anyway, I know this was a sort of short stream. It was originally going to be longer, but I didn't really have that much to talk about in terms of what I want to see and my expectations and everything. But what I will say, however, is that nonetheless, I'm really excited about tomorrow. No doubt about it. But with that being said, I hope you have enjoyed this or whatever you've seen. If you did, then let your friends know all about my channel. That sounded weird. Let your friends know about my channel if you want. And if you're new, which Loki, I know you're not new. You've been a loyal follower of mine for a couple of weeks now. But yeah. Anyway, good night, and I will see you tomorrow for Summer Game Fest 2021. You are awesome. I mean, wait, will you even be awake at that time? Because you mentioned that you just woke up, and if I'm not mistaken, by the time it's like 1 p.m. here, it's probably gonna be like nighttime for you. But yeah, I don't know. Wait, yeah, I think you might be awake at that time because whenever I did that Half-Life stream and you first saw my stream, it was like the morning, so it's probably like nighttime for you, probably. But I don't know. Because you mentioned that you live in China, so I know you live in a completely different time zone halfway across the world from me, so I don't really know anything about your time zone, so. Anyway, good night.